Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing, guys? Such a wonderful time to be here. How is everyone? Hello, hello. Good evening. How are you doing? Uh-huh. Nice to see all of you. Great to be here. Let me see who's in the building. We've got who? Angie, how are you doing? Abe Bom, Palesa Rams. Prof, how are you doing? Nduko, Nikki, I can see all of you here. Mofalana from YouTube, thank you so much. I can see you loud and clear. Thank you so much for joining in. Kevin Murithi, you're saying it's been a while. Prof, you're saying that you need some advice. I'm here. So tonight is a night that I'm going to answer all your questions, Q&A moment. This one here, right here, I'm going to be answering all the questions that you've got in your mind, okay? Anything about relationships, business, mindset, and spirituality, I'm here to be able to help you and guide you become the best version of yourself. I can see Mwangi Mwas. How are you doing? Yeah, you're saying you're in, bro. That's nice. Dennis Kirwa from Athi River, how are you doing? CK, how are you doing? Kondwani, Silas Oburu, Palesa, you're saying your coaching is amazing. I'm so calm. Relationship currently, I'm no longer afraid. Kimbazi, the God's favorite, thank you so much for joining in. Hey, will you contact me? Blah, blah, blah. Tonight is a question and answer, by the way. You can ask all your questions about relationships, business, mindset, and spirituality. You can ask them in the comments below, and I will be able to answer you. So feel free to ask any question, and the faster you can be able to ask your question, the faster I'll be able to answer you before people become so many that I may not be able to answer each and every person. Okay. Yes, I can see questions coming in. Shevik, thank you so much. Please, you can write that on for Shevik, okay? Manoon, I can see you as well. Thank you for the good teachings. And Assyria, Seen as well as just ask another question right there. Thank you so much for these questions because with these questions, I'll be able to answer you tonight. Somebody's asking Dr. Natalia. Thank you for that question. So tonight is a question and answer. If you've been in a position whereby you just want to ask some questions, you're like, something is not adding up. I need to ask, because asking, when you ask, you'll be able to get the answers about relationships. Is it that someone has ghosted you? Is it that someone is keeping quiet on you? Is it that the relationship is not working? Some things are not going okay. Well, this is the time. This is the time to be able to do that. Feel free and welcome. Thank you for those who have joined us. It's the first time. Just show me by the show of hands if it's your first time. Who is here for the first time? Just wave a little bit if you're here for the first time, so that we welcome you officially. Thank you. Who is here for the first time? User, Kemi, thank you. Hamida, Lee. Oh, all these people are here for the first time. Thank you so much. Baby girl, Lawi, thank you so much. Kali, Prince, Nakayiwa, Hulia, Purity, Julia Mumbi, super, Kondwan. Please, for those who have been here for a long time, please clap for these guys. Tell them welcome. Feel at home. This is a place where we speak the truth and nothing but the truth. The truth sometimes can be bitter, but this is the truth that we have to speak so that we may rescue relationships, we may rescue lives, we may be able to rescue people who are going through situations, okay? So here you have to have an open mind. If you don't have an open mind, you're going to face it rough, because one of the things that we do here, we don't mince things. We speak them as they are so that we can be able to become the best versions of ourselves. Thank you so much for joining in. My name is Keith Muoki, and I'm a life coach. I'm a relationship coach, a business coach, mindset coach, and a spirituality coach. I do all those four things: business, mindset, spirituality, and relationships. And I speak to them, to you, each and every time, every Tuesday and Wednesday, 8 p.m. East African time. I'm always here on live so that we can be able to enjoy the moment and have a great, great time. Okay. Remember, if you want to speak to me personally, you can go to the link on my bio. You'll be able to find my line right there, my number, and talk to me on WhatsApp as well. And I'll be able to guide you much, much more. Okay. So don't feel shy. Don't die with your problems. There's always someone willing and ready to be able to help you more. Now, let me start with a question here on YouTube. Somebody's watching me on YouTube, and as well, I'm on YouTube, by the way, as a Keith Muoki Official. I'm on Facebook as Keith Muoki Coaching. I'm on the other Facebook as Keith Muoki as well, and on TikTok. And I thank all those people who have following me, whatever. Let me see a question here on YouTube by Londi S. L. Shange. Good evening, Keith. I really enjoy your content. Please explain what is Satan. I saw a clip where you mentioned ego, pride of life, and you mentioned something about emotions, God communicating through them. Thank you for this question, Londi. I know it's always been a very controversial point to be able to discuss things about this. Please, you can put on the fan for me. I think it's a bit hot. Now, yeah, that's fine. So somebody is asking, who is Satan? Now, understand one thing. When God created us, he made us with everything. And for you to be able to understand Satan and to be able to understand God and to be able to understand that, you need to think about it like this. How are we created? In the image of God. So what is this image? Now, let me explain to you. Have you ever gone to a mirror and you look at yourself in the mirror? Who do you see in the mirror? Is it you or is it your image? Of course, it's your image, right? Now, that image inside the mirror, can it do anything to itself without this guy here? No. That image can only operate because this guy is operating. If you want to clean up the face of the image, you have to clean up the face of the real person. Now, this real person is what we call consciousness. This is the God within man. And the image is a reflection of this. So the image, that's why the Bible says the body without the spirit is dead. So whatever is in the image can only act when this one is happening. So there's something you need to understand about how the human body was made. The human body is like a machine which can learn. It's a machine which can be able to learn, an organic machine. And why am I calling it an organic machine? It's something which does machine learning, can be able to learn to behave as if it is real, as if something is real. For example, have you ever driven your car and you're absent-minded, you're not even thinking about the road, but you're changing gears, you're changing everything, and things are just moving. And you kind of ask, but then how do I do it? It's because your body has learned. Have you ever played piano and you're so perfect and you're not even concentrating because the body has learned? Now, the body does learn things, and that knowledge of the body learning experiences of the world, that is what we call the general, what we call the spirit of man, or generally we can call it the ego. The ego is the things that you have learned over the years, and the consciousness is what God has given unto you, the Spirit of God. So we have the spirit of man, which is called ego, and the Spirit of God, which is called consciousness. So there's nothing else outside the world. And when you see somebody trying to fail and things are not working out and he keeps on wondering, whether who is pulling me out? I want to do right, but I can't do right. It is because the body is fighting against itself. And that is what we call the ego. And the ego is the adversary. All right. The adversary is what? The adversary is basically what people call the devil. Your adversary, the devil. What are you fighting against? The Bible says we don't wrestle against flesh and blood, but against rulers and powers and principalities in high places. There's a programming in your mind which you're fighting with, and that is exactly what we're talking about. So I don't want to get much deeper because it's so much deeper question, but I hope you've been able to understand. Okay, there's a question here, and I think you can just be noting maybe the name, so that it could be easy. She ghosted me for 2 weeks after an argument. Now she is texting, yet she said we were done. She ghosted me for 2 weeks after an argument. Now she's texting me, yet she said we are done. Now, this is somebody who has gone out there, has seen dust, has been able to understand, hey, things are not the way I was thinking about. I thought it will be easy, a walk in the park, but things are a bit different. And now they have realized and they are coming back. Now, why do people come back after they have ghosted you? It is because during the moment of ghosting and the moment of argument, there was a lot of pride and ego. And they didn't want to heal. They didn't want to listen to anything. But after the moment has gone, they have taken time. They have been able to heal from all these things. Now they sit down within themselves and they discover, by the way, I still need this person. I still feel that this person is someone that I would want to be around. And that's why I tell people, if somebody ever leaves you, whether you're a man or you're a woman, let them go. Love is about allowing people to be themselves. Let them go. If they come back, they are meant for you. If they don't come back, they were purely never meant for you. All right? If you were my age, again, what would you do differently? My age.
Yeah.
You just said my age.
Yeah.
Oh, if you are young.
Yeah.
If you are young again, what would you do differently? If today I was young, let me tell you what I will do with myself. If I was young, one of the things that I would focus on, because right now there are so many things I've learned. I think I would purely choose myself, 100% choose myself. I think I've come to realize most of the things we're afraid of, they don't even come to fruition. The people we try to please over the times of our years, they don't even like us. Yep, that's the truth. Most people that we try to please, they don't even love us. They don't even care about us. It's a symbiosis kind of life that we're living in. Do you know what that means? For those who have done biology in school, symbiosis means I give you, you give me. It's a man-eat-man society. And most of the time, we spend a lot of time trying to please other people, trying to be so good to other people. People forget so fast and they don't care about you. Right? Nobody cares about you. Nobody cares if you exist. I can tell you for sure, even your own mother, your own father, your own sister, brother, nobody really cares about you. Everybody cares about what they will achieve from you. Let me give you an example. If you see your father shouting so much, oh, I want you to excel in school, I want you to excel in this, do you think it's because of you? It is because he wants to be glorified in the village and told how he is doing well and how his family is doing well. Fail. Just try and fail and see how things usually change. You think your mother really loves you? And I'm not saying they don't, but really, not really. Just go and fail in life and see how things turn. Your sisters, your brothers, and every person you have ever thought they really care. Everybody cares about what they can gain from you. So, if I was young, I would focus on me. I was, during the men's conference, there's one point Jacob Aliet mentioned, and he said, when things are falling apart, please don't choose other people, choose yourself. I hope that made sense to you. If I feel like breaking up with the guy I'm with, can I do that? If I feel like breaking up with the guy I'm with, can I do that? Because I just feel like I should. You feel like you want to break up with the person you're with. Now ask yourself, why do you want to break up? Are you breaking up because you're thinking of greener pastures? Or are you breaking up because you see flaws in them? If you're breaking up just because you're thinking that there's a greener pastures on the other end, you're lying to yourself. The grass is green where it is watered. But if you're breaking up because this person has a flaw that you just don't like, and maybe you've realized that I don't want to waste my energy and my time, then that's okay. You don't have to stay with someone and things are not working out. But if you're breaking up with someone who you truly know, this person deep down, I know they are good, then I can tell you, you'll come back. And when you come back, you might find the door is closed. That's the situation. How do I get her back after she took off? Now, let me tell you, brother, if she took off, the best thing you can do to yourself is thank God now you're a free man. She didn't love you in the first place. When somebody takes off from you and runs away and goes away, why are you chasing? What are you chasing for? Especially for men, I will tell you, why are you chasing? Because the more you're going to be chasing her, the more she will disrespect you. Because ladies don't like men who chase too much. They like men who are grounded, men who have boundaries. I was talking to somebody, I think today, and this person was telling me, it's the third time my woman has left. And every time she leaves, she goes with the two children that we have, goes to the parents, and then I have to go there and, talk to her and, pick her up and we go back home. I told him, bro, stop wasting your energy. If she goes back to her parents, let her marry those people where she went and let her stay there. She has two children and you keep on chasing after her. Wastage of energy. Total wastage of energy. You just relax and do your things. Furthermore, if this person really wanted you, they will not be running away from you. But the more you're going to chase them, the more they are going to see, I can keep on doing the same game. Boundaries have to be created, and boundaries without consequences are just suggestions. The more you're going to have these boundaries, but they don't have any consequence, your lady is just going to see, this person is just suggesting and nothing else. I had a business pub for years. I was doing fine. I was told to stop the business because of faith. You had a business, which is a bar, and then you are told to stop the business, which was doing fine because of faith. Let me tell you, friends, there's a big difference between religion and spirituality. There's a big difference. Religion tells you that you should behave a certain way in order for God to love you so that you may go to heaven. And all of them, they tell you the same thing. Have you ever realized all religions are literally the same? They're not bad, but they're all the same. That's why all religions have different gods, but they have the same Satan. Have you ever noticed? The same Satan, because they're telling you the same thing. But spirituality is God trying to awake man through his spirit who lives within man. Remember, where is the kingdom of God? Is it in the skies? Luke 17:21 says that the kingdom of God is within you. So if somebody is telling you close your bar, ask yourself, why are you closing it? Is it because the bar is bad, or is it because of morality? God is not a respecter of men. He doesn't respect morals. He respects what? God is a respecter of his own word. You understand? Because of his own word, he has made everything. And the only thing that God is going to keep is his word. And what is his word? His word is carried within man. And you have all things in Christ Jesus. You know, Solomon said, this is the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments. Most people thought that fearing God is about running to church, running to the mosque, and, praying harder. But fearing God basically means, who is God? God is a consciousness within man. Basically, was saying, reverence the consciousness within man. Stop walking by the flesh, walk by the spirit. Listen to your mind. What is your mind telling you? Is your mind telling you whatever you're doing is right? Do it. Is your mind telling you whatever you're doing is wrong? Don't do it. Because your mind is where God speaks to you. Deuteronomy 8:18 says, "For it is God who gives us power to make wealth." And that power is an idea. And if God gave you an idea about a bar and you want to go and establish it, go and establish it. Ask yourself, is this bar destroying people or doing something wrong? If it is doing something wrong to the society or to you and you feel your conscience is telling you otherwise, don't do it. But if you feel your conscience is okay, enjoy your time. God wasn't foolish making liquor. He made it because it is there. It has to be drunk. And at the end of the day, even the Bible says what? God hates drunkenness. But he says, these things have been created for the use of man. I live in Mombasa, and one of the things you'll find in Mombasa is that there's this palm wine. And I was just thinking and asking myself, how would God just make wine from a palm tree, just so pure, without no additives, no nothing, no fermentation? It just drips. Do you think God was a fool making that? He wasn't a fool. So, my dear, enjoy your time and listen to your own consciousness. If you feel within your heart that what you're doing is not right, don't do it. If you feel it is right, do it. Don't go by the options of people. Mugure, you're saying, what do you think about being a second wife? Life is a matter of choice. There's no sin in being a second wife or a first wife or the 15th wife. Whichever wife or number of wife you want to be, it is all your choice. Remember, we have the choice within us. It is us to make the decision. That's why we have a free will. The Bible in the book of Romans 14:14 says that there is nothing unclean of itself, but only to him who thinks something is unclean, to him is unclean. Romans 14:14. So if there is nothing unclean, you being a second wife, a third wife, 15th wife, first wife, it doesn't matter. Is it okay for you? Do you feel it? Do you enjoy it? Are you okay with it? Go for it. All right? That's the thing. That's what the Bible says. Manun, talk about long distance relationship, because out of sight, out of mind. Long distance relationship is not a walk in the park. I know most people think, by the way, I'm still dating this person. We don't know when we'll ever meet. The problem with long distance relationship is when it becomes too long. At the end of the day, the longer the relationship becomes, the more dangerous it is. One of the things people need to understand, if you're in a long distance relationship, you have to make it very clear with your spouse, for how long are we going to stay in this nature? Because love has to have the 5 senses: seeing, hearing, touching, smelling, and tasting. 5 senses have to be applied. When you're in a long distance relationship, you're only activating 2: seeing and hearing. You can see someone on phone and you can hear their voice, period. You can't smell them, you can't touch them, you can't taste. And these things have to be applied. So if you can't stay, if you cannot have a way to be able to meet, know this long distance relationship will always end up somewhere, because human beings are interactive beings. All right. And if you cannot interact, peace be unto you. Definitely someone will be cheating on you. Is it right to accept back someone who left you while you were broke? Somebody left you while you were broke, and now you want to accept them back. Let me ask you, the day you were broke, you are at your lowest. That is the moment that you were zero value. They didn't want you, they left you at that moment. Now, something has happened over the years. Their value probably has decreased. Maybe they have hit hurdles here and there, and now they have realized, hey, my value is going down. Can I come back to this person who was technically back then low value, but now he's a high value? Why should you go back to where you've been? The Bible says that he that takes a plow and goes to the farm and looks behind is not worthy of the work. Boom. You don't start something, you don't focus ahead, and you start looking back. You don't do that. You'll be like a dog going back to his spit or vomit. Please don't go back. That person will never respect you. They didn't love you in the first place, and they will never love you. Go and continue with your life. Forget about them. Let somebody else take over. Okay? That's not your work to go back to whoever left you. El, you're saying, I don't want to break up with my boyfriend. I love him, but he doesn't give me money. Now, today's modern relationships, the problem is you think that the more your guy will give you money, the more he loves you. And that's why you get lost, because love is not money and money is not love. Money is energy. All right? If somebody gives you money, but they treat you like trash, what is the essence of it? He loves you, but he doesn't give you money. You see, by the time most modern women get to understand the dynamics of relationships, I think it will be too late. I don't know if you guys have realized that it seems that by 2030, the world might almost be in a total reset, especially relationships. It will reach to a point that men will almost no longer be interested with relationships. I don't know if you've noticed. And women will be chasing, wondering what happened to men. And today is there. Just go and search on TikTok here. Women regretting divorce. I was watching videos like that and I was like, oh, Lord have mercy. Ladies talking about it and saying, I divorced my man, I kicked him out. Let me give you an example. I watched another lady, she was saying that I divorced this man. I felt that he was not enough for me and blah, blah, blah. And immediately we went for the whole divorce process and blah, 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 blah. And he was still chasing me, trying to talk to me. And long story short, the day of the court case came and we did the whole case and we finished up everything. And after finishing up everything, she was handed the divorce paper. She was told, now you're free, madam. And this lady looked at the ex-husband, now ex-husband, and she started weeping. Why do you think she was weeping? She just realized, by the way, I think I screwed up. I messed up. This guy, I think he loved me. And looking at it, I don't know. And she was talking there and saying, that's the moment I realized that, by the way, I thought I was joking and it has actually happened. We are now have parted ways. And this is the reality of many people. Another one was saying, after I divorced my husband, I was driving my car and I got into a puncture. And the first thing I did is to raise my phone to call my husband. And I remembered I've just divorced him. You see, this world of today is full of people who are self-centered. Totally self-centered. They want everything at zero cost. Everything at zero cost. They just want to achieve whatever they can achieve and give nothing. Well, it will down unto you. So if you're talking about this man does not give you money, ask yourself, if he gives you money, but if he pees on your face, will you accept it? Will you accept it? Money is not the issue, but is money given in the right conditions? It is all up to you. On YouTube, Migaya, you're saying, my mother's love language is money. My mother's love language is money. Every time I call, she talks. Every time I call and she talks, she says I should give her money. I'm not yet married. She's never interested in anything about me. Kindly advise. I would advise you this, Migaya. Let every person carry their own cross. Don't be too much good to everyone. Let every person eat their own bread. That's what the scriptures say. Some of these relationships that are eating people is this, especially in Africa. I'll give you an example. Here in Africa, we are always living in the behind, backward. How does it happen? Your grandfather fumbled with life. While other men were busy making money, he was busy doing whatever he was doing. And then he did not make it. He did not achieve anything. Then now, your father When your father is trying to grow his life now, he reaches 35 years all the way to 55 years. And his father, your grandfather, tells him, if you don't support me, you don't help me, I'm going to curse you. So what does your father do? He spends all his time building his father, the one who did not make it, while other men were busy working. So he builds him a house, does this, which is a good thing, but he forgets to build himself. So when he reaches 55, 60 years, at that time, you have already reached 35 years. And your father discovers that he has not built anything in his life. He's full of debts, full of problems. He has no money, no nothing. What do you think he's going to do? He's going to tell you, if you don't help me, or I'm going to curse you, then you will go to the same picture. And now you focus on helping him instead of helping yourself. So during your later years, you discover you have not built yourself. So what are you going to do? You're also going to tell your child, hey, please give me. Otherwise, I'll curse you. You see, the problem with us in Africa is that we're always thinking backward. We're always thinking about behind. Oh, this one has to give me. It's like you educate a child, take the child to university so that child might feed you. You're just doing an investment. It's a business. Let the person be. You fix your life. Children are out there. They come to your life to be cared for. They don't come to your life as investment plans. And I always tell people this. And that's the reason why you are saying here, Miguel, you're saying that your mother's love language is money, because she looks at you as an investment plan. Keep on becoming an investment plan. By the time you finish feeding her and investing in her, you'll discover you have nothing of your own. And then now, your children will become your investments plan. That's the thing which is going to happen. And you'll be telling them, oh, if you don't give me, I will curse you. Oh, you know, blessings from a mother. It's a total waste of time. Total waste of time. If you have never built your life, those curses don't work. They purely don't work. Henry is saying, she told me that I have to sacrifice something to confirm if I'm serious about her. What can I do? This one just needs money. You have to sacrifice something. Why should you sacrifice something to prove your love to someone? That's manipulation. Do not even do it, because this person does not love you. What they want is what you can produce. Love is free. The Bible says that love keeps no record of wrongs. Love wants the good of the other person. There's nothing you can be able to give to prove love, because love is not proven by things. All right? That's the thing. Understand it and understand. Abe, you're saying my ex has moved on with a girl and I still love him. What should I do? My ex has moved on with a girl and I still love him. What do I do? I will tell you this, my dear sister. If your ex has moved on with another girl, don't chase. Pick up yourself and ask yourself, why did this person have to move on? Is there something that I did not do right? Fix it. Prepare yourself using the knowledge that you have learned from this previous relationship so that you can make the next relationship a success. When you keep on chasing this person, they will never love you. Somebody who has already moved on and focused with another relationship, they will only take you for granted. You'll only end up being a side chick. You'll end up being a side chick. I once talked to a lady who told me, I suspected my husband of cheating. I wasn't really sure, but Keith, what I did, I went and confronted him, fought with him, and I told him that I love to drop you. And he told me, oh, please, oh, I dropped him. And I told him I'll get someone else. And she went to the market to find the man who is clean, who doesn't cheat. So she told me the first time I met another serious cheater, he cheated on me, I had to drop him. The second man I met, he was not just a cheater, he was a lion, in the savannah. He played me. He was Women left, right, and center. He was a king of the jungle. I dropped that one. I looked at the third one. His cheating was as big as an elephant. It's like I was dating a zoo. Yeah? By the time I realized I had gone to 5 different men, they are all the same. And I asked myself, what about I go back to my first husband and I see how is he doing? Maybe he could have changed. When she went there, she found that the man is already married, has moved on. She had no choice. She told me, Keith, you know what? I had to start hanging out around my ex-husband, my first ex-husband. And long story short, by the time I realized, I ended up being the side chick to my own husband. And she told me, Keith, now as we talk, I'm the side chick to my own husband. And whenever I call him, he tells me, don't call me now. My wife is around. I feel so pathetic. I feel so bad. What does this tell you? What does it tell you? It tells you one thing. Ladies, instead of you fighting for love which has gone, improve yourself. Improve yourself and ask yourself, what does the next man, a serious man, look for? If this relationship failed and this man went away, he will never take me back 100%. He can only take me as a side chick. And trust you me, he will not look at me the way he looked at me earlier. So go fix yourself. Use the knowledge that you have learned. Use the things that you have learned. Use the experiences that you have seen. Why they left you, why this and this happened, and repackage yourself and go back to the dating field. More wiser, more smart, but don't go there with demands. The problem with modern ladies, and I will tell you this again and again, too many demands have kept you single. Too many demands. You have so many demands. It's like you're dating a liability. It's like the moment someone says hi to you, you have become an orphan. Hi, I don't have gas. I don't have this. My seats are torn. I don't have clothes. I don't have food. I don't have hair. It's like you wonder, and how are you surviving without me? How are you surviving before I came? You must have had been buried before. Because how are you alive anyway? This is a problem with modern ladies. This is the actual problem. And that's the reason why a man looks at you and just says, I don't think I can do it with this lady. I'm just done. This one is total liability. And when you ask her, what can you do for me? What can you bring to the table? Yes, I'll bring the money, the protection, the future that you're talking about. I'll be there for you. I'll do this. But you, what do you bring to the table? You'll hear all of them say, I have nothing to bring to the table. I am the table. May Lord have mercy on this generation. Elkanah, I have a girl, we talk for long, and she refuses that we meet. I have this girl that we talk for so long, and she always refuses that we meet. Now, you have a girl who talks with you, and she has refused to meet up with you. Two things involved. One, she's not decided about the relationship, because human beings are interactive beings. And if you guys cannot be able to meet up or to talk or to catch up, then the relationship may be null and void. Secondly, she may be just wasting your energy and time. Yep. Because she knows if I ever meet up with this person, I will show desire. Or he will notice that I don't desire him. And then he will not give me the benefits that he has been giving me. So he decides, you know what? Let me just stay behind the scenes and never appear. Right? So be rest assured, if somebody never wants to meet up with you, it's never really about meeting up in the house. I'm not talking about meeting up in the house so that you do whatever you're thinking. No. It's about meeting up in a way that is just general. Then there's something wrong. You may be dating yourself, my brother. Mukami, you're saying, do you have mentorship for teenage boys? Yes, I do. I do talk to teenage boys. The link is on my bio. You can find my number right there on the link on my bio. On TikTok, keith.muoki4. And from there, you can be able to book a private coaching session and talk to me on WhatsApp. I do my coaching on WhatsApp, Google Meet, and Zoom. GTI, how can I heal? You need to ask, you need to tell me to heal from what? Because healing is in so many ways. But long story short, healing is acceptance. You have to accept whatever you're going through. Until you accept, you will never heal. Because many people have never accepted who they are. They have never accepted their mistakes. They have never accepted what has happened. They have never accepted that things have gone the way they have gone. And that's the reason why they are still hurting. Please forgive, accept. Forgiveness is acceptance of situation. When you forgive, then your Father in heaven will also forgive you. And that's how you heal. Your mind will never let go of something until you let go of it. All right? Diana, is it good to forgive someone after cheating repeatedly? Now, when someone cheats repeatedly, that is a pattern. And a pattern basically means character. If someone keeps on cheating on you continuously, then that's a pattern. And that means this person will never change. This is who they are. This is how they are. And once you know them, because you shall know them by what? They are fruits. Once you see this is a mango fruit, you will not keep on calling it an orange. You drop it and you focus. I always tell people that if you're given a chance to save somebody, the only person that you should save is yourself. Save yourselves. Save yourselves. All right? Don't save somebody more than you can save yourself. That is the thing. Bruce, you're saying, Keith, what's your opinion on women who request for upkeep? My brother, Mr. Bruce, if she's not your wife, do not give any money. Why am I saying this? Why should you be giving husband advantages and this person is not your wife? What are you gaining in exchange? Is she giving you wife advantages? And that is where men fail. People can have a cup of coffee, but going to pay someone's rent, pay school fees, buy this, buy that, do this, you are simping, you're a simp. That is what we call simpleton. And simpleton is a man who thinks that by giving, he will be able to buy love. Thinking that he'll be able to get love. If this person is giving you sex and that's why you're paying, then that's business you're doing. It's a transaction. Make sure that she renders the service in a professional way and in a way that makes sense to your pocket. All right? There's no way you are going to pay too much for services and somebody else is giving at a cheaper rate. That is basically the thing, because most ladies today, they are just in business. They are not in love. Many are just doing business. They are not purely in love. It's a buy and sell. And I was watching a video, I think on TikTok, and a lady was saying, times have really changed. Back in the days, a lady, when she asked money from a man in exchange for sex, oh, the whole world almost stopped. Everybody, including ladies, were like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this to your life? Have you turned to this? Why? How are you giving this? And now you're asking for money. Are you become blah, 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 blah? You know what I'm talking about? That was back in the days. Nowadays, when a lady tells other ladies that, hey, I love this man, I gave him my heart, my body, my what for free. They're like, hey, how can you give him for free? You should have charged him, because the oldest profession in the world has come back to market. Everybody is selling. The problem is that men have not realized that ladies are in business. They're selling. And most of them, they will say, oh, me, I can't. You see, my life, I am so clean, I'm so clean, but you're just selling in the house. There's no difference between selling on a street and selling in the apartment building. Both of you are sellers. You're doing business, right? Oh, he just paid this so that I slept with him. He bought me a nice dress, so I ended up sleeping with him. You are just doing business. You are a vendor. Call it exactly the way it is. You are a vendor. So you're selling your services. So stop saying, oh, I have qualities, I have boundaries, I have all that. That's total waste of time. You're just a businesswoman. So explain and say, these are my services, and put them there on the wall so that whoever wants to buy will buy. And keep quiet from the whole fuss because you're just a vendor. And that is the reality of today's modern relationships. So men, if she's selling, make sure that the services are worth it. If they are not worth it, bounce. Go for the cheaper one or go for the one which makes sense. Edwin, I loved my wife with honesty, but later she showed signs of cheating with my friend. You loved her and then she cheated with your friend. She belongs to the streets. Disappear, my guy. Let me tell you, men don't forgive cheating. And the moment you forgive cheating, she will do it over and over again. She will continue over and over and over and over again. Why? Because she will know, oh, you mean I can push you to the wall and you just accept, eh? Okay, cool. Let's do this. Let me tell you, do you know the ratio between men and women in the world? It's 1 man is to 3 ladies today in the world. Today. That's the birth rate today. Check very well. 1:3. Now, if it's 1:3, already, you bro here, Edwin, you're already advantaged. Now, let's continue. Check even more. Do you know that there are more men in prison than women? So, meaning you are adding another, out of every 1 man, there are 4 ladies because 1 man has been reduced. He's in prison. Add again. Do you know how many men have gotten into drunkenness and drugs and stuff? They have become cabbages in comparison with women. Now you are 1 man is to 5 women. Do you know how many men today in this world that we're living in have given up on marriages? They don't purely care anything. Add another one. Is 1 man is to 6. Do you know how many men, they have been beaten down by society? They have no finances, no nothing, because the economy is a femicentric world today. It only supports ladies and the men are 0. So add again, it's 1 man to 7 women. I don't even want to talk about those who have the rainbow coalition, those who have already turned to the other side, who don't even want to get married ever because of technical biology, artificial biology. Yeah. So we're talking about 7 women to 1 man. Is that not what the Bible said in the book of Isaiah 4 verse 1? That on that day, 7 women will get hold of 1 man, tell him, and they will tell him, please marry us. We will come with our food and clothes just to be called by your name and take away our shame. We already have our money, our food, our clothes. We have everything that the world can offer. We have cars. Look at us. We are beautiful. We have buildings, apartment buildings. We don't need your money. We are independent women. But you have come today to you, Tony. If you have mercy on us, marry us. Marry us. We want to save our faces. I know there'll be here ladies saying, oh, I can't. Wait until that day. That day you will join with your co-wife, ex-wife. Yeah? You're the other side chicks of this Mr. Man that you've been chasing behind the scenes, and you'll go together as one, singing one love. One love. Can you marry all of us? This is the world we're going on today. This is what is going on today. This is what's going on today. And ladies will wake up and say, oh, but you see that many ladies will say, oh, but you see, Keith, we don't want marriage. We don't want anything. Many say, oh, we don't want anything. We are good with ourselves. Blah, 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 blah. Do you know, for ladies, being married means being chosen? And do you know being chosen means you're beautiful amongst the ladies, the lilies of the field have chosen you. Amongst the lilies of the field have chosen you. And what does that mean? That you are the most beautiful amongst women. And beauty is the power of a woman. So if nobody chooses you, stop telling us that, oh, I'm so independent, I'm so good, I don't really care about this, I don't care. You care. You care. Just the same way a man cares having money, having possessions. Because a man without possessions, he also feels that he has lost it. Because for a man, it is all about his productivity. For a woman, it's all about the beauty, the innocence, and the youthfulness. And I've mentioned this sometime. I said, ladies, remember, you are born with your value, full value. You're born with it. You're born with it, 100%. The only thing that you need to do is maintain that value. Maintain that value. You're born with innocence. You're born with beauty. You're born with peace. You're born with all this good stuff, youthfulness. That's why you'll see ladies, she's at 35, she's still making baby hair. She still wants to be young. Baby hair, you put that hair glow. Why do you put those things? You still want to maintain your youthfulness. Because that's where your value is. For men, when a man is born, he has to create his own value. He's born without this value. Yes, the value as a human being is there, but value in terms of you as a man, you're born without. So you have to build your value over time. That's why a man who does not make it, who doesn't have a future, no lady wants him. Show me one lady who will go for a broke man today. Show me one who will go and say, I love this man because just the way he, I just love you. You're broke, but I love you. Who? Ladies, would you date a broke man? Would you? See, me. No. Please lie to the birds. Lie to the birds. Stop lying. No lady will date a broke man today. 21st century today. All of you will always be saying, no, I can't. You must have something. Value. So in the same nature, if a lady cheats on you, it basically means she has given someone else emotions. The only thing which is valuable to you as a man, she's given it out. So if the value has been given out, shared out amongst men, divided amongst some fellas out there, so what else is left? Nothing. Angelina, how about a person who left you and he wants to come back again? What should I do? Now, this is a lady. Somebody left you and wants to come back again. Now, listen to this. One of the reasons you'll find a man leaving you and wanting to come back again, perhaps he has calculated and seen, looking at it, she wasn't bad as I thought. Looking at it, she's someone who has still kept her emotions, I still kept her value. I thought this and this and this. That's why I left. Now, why am I saying this? Because most men will be in a relationship and drop it, or maybe run away, or maybe the lady goes away, and or maybe both of you part ways based on nobody has understood the value of the other. Remember, the value of a woman comes with her. The value of a man is made. These are two different things. You understand? The value of a man is made. The value of a woman is inbuilt. So maybe he underestimated and now he wants to come back. Do you give him the chance? Now, let me tell you one thing. One of the things you'll need to realize is ladies are chosen, men choose. Now, you have to ask yourself, is he a man who you desire? If he's not a man that you desire, well, you have a choice to say no. If he's a man that you still desire, and I believe the reason why you're saying this is because you still desire him, then you can give him a chance. But if you feel that you don't desire him, then don't do it. Especially if you guys parted ways in vigorous way, you argued and stuff like that. If it was about arguments and fights and stuff, don't do it for the sake of your peace of mind. But if it was maybe just you are young, and stuff like that, and things did happen, you can give it a chance. Why? Because it is always the man who chooses. It is always the man who comes to pick. And maybe this is the time that he actually picks you for good. All right. So, Hayla, you're saying, what about if he loves me with action, but he cannot ask me to go back to him? He loves you with action, but he doesn't want you to go back to him. You have to understand one thing. Men actually love by action. They don't love by words. Women show love by expression. It may be words and things like that. Men love by giving actions, right? So if you see that he loves you by action, he already loves you. Maybe he doesn't know how to express to send it to another level. So what do? You position yourself for that expression. You see, if you're too harsh, maybe you're too, should I call it what? You're too serious. He's going to, maybe he doesn't want to mess up with you or maybe get rejection, so he might just stay there for a long time. And remember, if you don't position yourself for him to be able to ask you the big question, then you might stay, and another lady positions herself. And you see, men are like travelers, are like passengers. They always go with a moving vehicle. If he goes to the bus stage and he finds this is a bus which is going wherever he's going, he will pick it. Women is totally different. They position themselves as the desirable bus, the beautiful bus, to be picked by the man. Blessed, I had a child with a lady, but I surely don't love her. What do? You have a child with a lady, but you don't love the lady. What do? Now, you have to ask yourself, what is more important? Because I know having a child is one thing, but also your peace of mind is also another. Your peace of mind is another. And why am I talking about peace of mind? This world is about experience. It's not about responsibilities. People just think that this life is about responsibilities. Experience is everything. But does it mean that you drop your child who you love? No. You can decide, for the sake of the children, I'm going to take care of the children. But because I don't love this lady, I'm going to go my way. Because I always tell people, don't stay where you're hurting. You will die early. Don't stay where you're hurting. You will die early. Don't stay where you have to pretend. It will never be good with you. Pretending will never help you because you're not experiencing. Remember, you don't own anything in this world. Nothing. Naked you came and naked you shall go. The same way you came with nothing, you dropped into this world, you are manifested into this world. That is the same way you'd be in a casket the last day, alone. Not even your children will follow you into the casket. Not even your wife, not even your husband. Nobody will go with you. Nobody can squeeze himself or herself in that casket to go with you. It is you the same way you came. So ask yourself, if you came alone and you'll go alone, what is important in this world is what? The experience you gain in this world. All right? The experience you gain. So if you don't love her and both of you cannot be able to mend it, because I always say that if you can mend it, some of the people fight because of ego. If you can stop the ego, discuss about it, and maybe mend things for the sake of the love that you have, that could be okay. And that one, maybe you can talk to me on a private coaching. I can try to give you a few ideas on how you can mend it so that it could be something worthwhile. Maybe. If it cannot be mended, maybe both of you have extreme ego, then go your way. You can decide to take care of the child because the child is innocent. All right? Uh-huh. Let's continue. Victor, you're saying, how do I start a financial journey and stability at 40? Now, my brother, remember, life begins at 40. And the reason you're asking this question is because you're already there. Starting a financial journey and stability is a thing of the mind. Everything starts from the mind. Mind is all and all is mind. When you decide that from today I am this, then whatever you decide you become. Success is not a matter of time, it's a matter of decision. All right? The reason why you're broke or the reason why you're rich is because of the decision that you made. All right? And the decision is affected by emotion. You understand? Decision is the thought, the idea you have. I am rich. That's the thought. But how do you believe that you're rich? What is belief? Belief is energy in motion. That thought, when you give it attention, when you concentrate upon that thought and you give it emotion, that emotion is what we call faith. And by faith are all things made. The reason why you're broke or you're rich is based on that. So even if you're 40 years, believe the kind of life that you want to live, and trust you me, everything changes from there. Luka Kenyi, my wife and I were struggling together. One day she got pregnant and claimed it wasn't mine. What can I do? My wife and I were struggling together. Okay, I don't understand, but I think you're saying we're having issues. And one day she got pregnant and she claimed it wasn't mine. Bro, even if she wakes up and says that the pregnancy all of a sudden is yours, make sure you go for a DNA test. Otherwise, you'll be raising your neighbor's children. When a lady tells you that these children are not yours, don't take it for granted. She probably means what she's saying. And that is disrespect of highest degree. Why? Because children is one of the greatest bonds between a man and a woman. And only a woman knows the father of the child. Do you know that? Only a woman knows the father of the child. And her telling you this child is not yours, she's basically telling you, I cheated on you and there's nothing you can do about it. And that diminishes the ego of a man. So if you cannot be able to understand this, then you'll be seated there thinking, but is there something else that I can do? There's nothing else you can do. Go for a DNA test first before you even think about anything else. Otherwise, you may see dust in the near future. You may raise all those children and finally she tells you, but I told you that time. I told you. Yeah, I told you. Ice, you're saying, should we give girlfriends money? Why are you giving them money? They are adults, right? Let everybody eat their own bread. Giving money is one thing. Are they orphans? If they are orphans and you're helping someone, that's okay. If you're saving a life, that's okay. If someone is in need, help them. But are you helping them because they are in need or is because you want to buy love? If you're buying love, It's a wastage of time. You can never buy love. Love can never be bought. Love is a gift from God, it's a gift of the Holy Spirit. It can never be bought. The more you think that you will buy love by giving out money, the more you're going to sit down one day and discover there's nothing I bought. I just bought troubles. Pamela, my boyfriend claims he loves me but spends like 3 months without seeing me, yet we live in the same city. He claims he loves you, stays 3 months without seeing you. One of the reasons why he doesn't want to see you is because he doesn't feel the experience. Why would you see someone and at the end of the day, there's nothing that you feel, there's no experience? Remember, ladies, you need to understand something here. When you see your man has nothing to do with you, it means the experience is poor. Because men always want to stay where the experience is good. Why does he always want to see his girlfriends and hang out with other people, yet he doesn't want to hang out with you? It means the experience is poor. Whenever he sees you, probably it is nagging, demands, headache, and so much that he feels it is better I stay away from this lady. I only see her once a year. That's the thing. But if the experience is good, anytime he sees you, he feels value for meeting you, then he will always feel, okay, this is amazing. It's really amazing. I want to see her over and over again. But if there's no, if all the time is nagging, well, why did you not do this? You did not give me this. Why did you not do that? You see, a nagging woman, the Bible says, it is better to live on the roof of a house than with a nagging woman. It is better to live in a wilderness, in the desert, than with a noisome woman. That is exactly what probably he is avoiding. He doesn't want the chaos. Z, you are saying, what if he has someone else who occupies him? It means the other person is giving a better experience than you. That's why he is enjoying that other experience. He doesn't want your experience in this end. All right. Chaya, talk about betrayal and third party situation, ladies to men. Betrayal and third party situation. Now, anytime there's a third party, you need to ask yourself, why is there a third party? It means if I have a spare tire in my car, it basically means I know one day my car will have a puncture. That's why I've carried a spare tire. But if I know my car will not have a puncture and I trust my car, probably I'll not need a spare tire. For example, if you're traveling with a train, have you ever seen a train carrying a spare rail? It is because we don't have chances of this ever failing in terms of movement. That's why we don't have a spare rail carried in the trunk of the train. Why? Because there'll never be a third party. Now, when you see there is a third party, it means there is a wrong experience. There is someone who is playing games to the other. And in this sense, somebody will just be feeling, let me do what I can at the end of the day to have someone on the side so that in case anything fails, I will always be safe. This is the reason why there's a third party. So it's for you to end this third party and the betrayal, which basically means cheating, you need to give a better experience. Ladies, understand, my dear sweet ladies, understand one thing. If you cannot give a good experience to your man, somebody else will give them an experience and you will not like it. That is how it works. Vera Mukati, you're saying, talk about your dating app. Is it international? You don't market it as much. Now, my dating app is called Kujuana. Kujuana is, we refurbished it, we remade it in a way that is now a monthly subscription kind of an application, whereby you go there, you find people who you match in terms of personalities. What we do is that on kujuana.com, what we do is that we focus more on personalities than we look at faces. So somebody writes their profile, personality, who they are, what they want, and stuff like that. And then from there, you can be able to look at other personalities. And then if something works out and you feel like you're interested in what you've seen, then you can send the other person a message. Then when they accept, then your pictures are unlocked. Now you can see their pictures and they see your pictures, and now you can choose the face. But we focus more on personality. So you can find it on Kujuana. So go check it out. Somebody else here is saying, let me read here. Davinsky on YouTube, you're saying, I'm a strong believer of marrying a virgin, only because that's the only gift your woman can give to you. A lot of men make a mistake marrying someone with high body count. Men better stay single. Okay. This is Davinsky. He's saying that he focuses more on being able to marry someone who has never had any body count, which has always been the natural thing. But today, the problem is that how many of them are there? Somebody will go through the whole world. In every building, you've been with the caretaker one, house number two, house number three, number four, number five. And then after years of bed-to-bed midfielder, then you come and set your price. You say, I need a man who can pay 25 Bentleys, 55 Lamborghinis, and give me a lot of dowry, what we call a lobola. And then now you say, this person now is the one who will finally have me, while others have had you for free. Others have been eating for free. And that's why you see, the traditional men will say, no, I'm not going to give my all to someone who has given their all to somebody else. That's the thing. And I know ladies will say, oh, but you see, even you as a man, you have done it. But the value of a man is not about sleeping around. That does not reduce the value. The value of a man is reduced if he cannot think. If he cannot think. Some lady asked, why are you having double standards? Why are you saying that if a man sleeps around and now he wants to marry a clean, pure lady? Why can't we be equal? Why can't a lady sleep around also as well? And when it's marriage time, both of us, we are equal. I'm sure that's the question in your mind. Let me answer you this question. If a padlock can be opened by so many keys, that padlock is a waste of time. Don't even use it to lock your door. It's finished. But if a key can open many, many, many padlocks, that's called what? A master key. That's called a master key. Now you understand. That's the thing. I'm not saying that men should be master keys, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. It is what it is. What it is. Let's continue. Hez Omanjo. Hey Kate, thanks for your guidance. My question is, to what extent should you push for willingness to make things work from the other party? And when should you give up and lick up your wounds and move on? Yes, Hez, you're saying, what extent should you push for willingness to make things work from the other party? Definitely you're talking about how much should you push your lady to be able to accept? And when should you just focus ahead and move on? You see, here's you need to understand one thing. You're a hunter, but you cannot hunt wind. You need to hunt something. If there's no gazelle, why are you throwing your arrows? Why are you wasting your arrows on shadows? A shadow of a gazelle is not the gazelle itself. And most people, they waste their time trying to hunt what is not there, hunting images instead of hunting animals. If somebody pretends to be what she pretends to be something else, that's an image. That's purely an image. It's not the real person. So instead of you going for a real person, most people are hunting images. A picture of a gazelle, a picture of a zebra, a picture of what, that is what you're throwing your arrows to. Before you start chasing someone, ask yourself, is this person real? Is this person real? Are they in their real mode? Because most people are pretending. Oh, I cannot touch this. I can't do that. I can't do that. But I can't eat this. I can't touch that. Wait until you wait. You go and check. Go and peep in the window where she's living. She's doing all the things that she has said she doesn't do. Everything. She's projecting something and giving something else. So you have to be very keen. Who am I pushing? Who am I dating? Likewise to the women. Don't just chase a man who is giving you things which are baseless. And I'm not saying ladies should chase. Don't position yourself for a man who is giving you mixed reactions, who is not himself, who is pretending. This goes both ways. Date the real person. And if it's the real person, then you will feel the energy because real recognizes real. Yes, Mercy, you're saying you chase money. It's okay. Keep on chasing money. And after you chase money, then you will now start chasing men. Faith phase. You're saying, do women forgive cheating? Absolutely. Women do forgive cheating all the time. But it doesn't mean that it's the right thing to do. And why do women forgive cheating? The ones who forgive cheating and those who are okay with it are those who are focused on money. But if you're focused on real-time love, you will find that cheating will not be a thing for you. Why do women forgive cheating so easily? Because most of them, their kind of love is based on money. It's not based on love. If it is based on love, real recognizes real. Oh, we can't forgive cheating. But why are you chasing after the money? You're chasing after monetary things. You're chasing after material things. If you're chasing material things, then the only thing which will hurt you is when the man cannot produce material things. But if you're chasing for love, then cheating will be painful to you and you will not forgive it. This is the reason why I say most ladies today, they will forgive cheating because the problem is they're looking for material things. Back in the days of our forefathers is when ladies actually loved for loving. They loved for real. They enjoyed the relationship. Today, do they even enjoy the relationship? No. They enjoy Gucci bags, Lacoste, Gucci, and all this kind of stuff. That's what they enjoy. That's the thing. Ice. If I don't give her money, she doesn't give me all styles. But with money, she's very active. Is it a red flag? You're given a few styles. If there's not enough money, she's a vendor. You're dating a business lady. Make sure that you know the services you're rendering. She's rendering. They are worth your money. If you don't have enough money, go for the cheap ones. Okay, find someone who is cheaper. If because that one is selling for you. She's a business lady, and she sells her services inside your house. Mango, is marriage an achievement? Marriage is about two people being together to enjoy. Marriage is like, I would say, I don't want to call it an achievement. It's not an achievement per se. You can be married or you cannot be married. But to some point, it may be an achievement if it's worth it. Let's say, for example, you marry someone who, you know, helps you to grow and things like that, that's an achievement, right? But if you're getting married, like for example, in today's modern times, whereby you're not growing in anything, this person is just wasting your time, mm, they're just eating up your energy, then it becomes of no idea, of no achievement. So is marriage an achievement? Well, it depends with how you look at it and what you are gaining at the end of the day in that marriage. Chosen, you're saying, if my ex comes back and wants us to be friends, should I accept? Ex. Why are they ex in the first place? Because something did not work out. So what worked out today? Both of you are just lasting after each other. This whole thing of I went and then I'm coming back to do what? Do you know how many people are there in the world? 8 billion plus people in the world. Eh? Focus. Focus, my friends. Focus. Focus. Choose somebody else and move on. And I'm not saying that exes are bad. Some of them they have learned. Some of them they have learned. It may be okay. But in most cases, exes coming back, they just want to remember the old times. That's the thing. People just want to remember the old time. Yeah, let's see how it works. And in most cases, exes coming back together, that relationship never works. And if it works, it's full of trouble. Londi, how should ladies deal with loneliness since marriage is so scarce in our days? Yeah, at least Londi now is waking up. This is the truth of the matter. How should ladies deal with loneliness since marriage is so scarce in our days? My dear sister, remember one thing. God will not allow you to be lonely. If you have kept yourself, He will give you the right person. He will give you the right person. All you need to do is position yourself and don't be manipulative. The moment you're not a manipulative person, trust you me, the right man will come your way. The problem with today's relationship is that before you commit to someone, before you get serious in a relationship, you go to consult all your single ladies. All my single ladies, come here and tell me, should I choose this man? How will somebody who is single advise you about you being able to get into this relationship? How does it work? Because most people will rush to their friends whose relationships are broken, things are not working out, things are falling apart. And you go and ask, oh, please tell me, tell me, tell me. What do I do? These ladies, because they know theirs have failed, what do you think they are going to do? They are going to pull you up and tell you, oh, this man has to give you this and this and this. I remember a certain lady who told me that the moment that she got married, on the first day she went to be introduced to the in-laws, she met one of the sisters of the husband, sisters of sister to the husband now, who told her, who told this newlywed woman, hey, your husband must give you serious money. You don't joke with these people. They give you how much you want. Now, you ask yourself, are you really sure that this is the kind of life that you have to live, of manipulation? You see, a man works all his life to make sure that his family is comfortable. That is why he works. That's why he goes to work. But ladies, you don't know that you have power within you. If ladies knew the power they have, they will never work a day in their lives. If you knew how much power you have, ladies, if you knew how much power you have over men, I usually look at ladies struggling and crying, oh, things are not working, trying to manipulate men. These, I just ask myself, if only you knew how much power you have on emotion. Emotion, if you applied your emotion on your man, if you're just happy, treat him right, be peaceful, be faithful, loyal, accountable, just the normal things, the normal emotion. He doesn't even need anything from you in terms of monetary things. in terms of any other thing. Trust you me, you will see a very big difference. And that's why you see a man will date you, hang out with you, the flashy woman. But the day he wants to get married, he goes deep into the village and picks the one that you could not even imagine. And you'll be there saying, hey, imagine the thing that he married. You'll continue calling her the thing. And you'll wonder why you're still single. Men don't marry these kind of ladies who keep on saying, I know my rights, I know my worth. Those ones, they are left single. Those ones are a headache. And men know it. When they want to get married, they won't focus on those ones. They know who to focus on. The ones who know how to keep themselves. That's the thing. That's the thing. He will take you out and drink with you, party with you, do all these kind of things, take you up and down to Dubai and back, Naivasha and back. But when he wants to get married, he goes for the reserved one. The one who will give him peace. Peace is an integral thing for a man. But if you're a noisy maker, argumentative, you're like a radio. Anytime he comes home, it's different channels of arguments. Trust you me, you'll be alone for the longest time. Linda, why do Gen Zs nowadays like to date millennials? Gen Z is dating millennials. It is because Gen Zs are starting to realize, probably, back in the days, we still have a little bit of thing remaining with the older generation in terms of love. But today's modern Gen Z kind of life, anybody born after the year 2000, you need Christ to come with all his angels and the whole army of the Lord. The whole army of the Lord needs to drop down. Because most people born after the year 2000, it's not a walk in the park. These people are just in their own world. I wonder what's going to happen with Gen Alpha. The Gen Alpha, which is now coming up. I wonder how relationships are going to be. By 2030, Lord have mercy. By 2030, Lord have mercy. I once said that it seems that by 2030, people will just be going to museums to see how marriages used to look like. And now, the one that you see, that used to be a father, and that was a mother, and these were children. They used to live together in a house. Okay, how did they live? That's the next generation for you. Why? Because we are having people full of ego and more ego living together. Too much ego. You can't lay low, you can't negotiate, you can't listen to each other, too many demands. So we are raising what? It is single parents raising other single parents who are raising other single parents. It is children being raised without fathers, without mothers. Every person on their own. Children are confused. Where do I go? And when they see this confusion, they say, I'll never get married. But because biology has to do its work, the desires are there. Do you think they will not have sex? They will. And what happens? Once she gets pregnant, he jumps like a frog. Hey, no, I don't want to live with someone. Hey, what I saw, I can't. And then you're raising another single parent. You're raising another single parent who will also raise another single parent. It's a society of broken people. And that's why I speak all these things. Sometimes you might wonder, Keith, you're usually very harsh. It's because I'm seeing things probably most people might not see at this moment, but you will understand my words at some point. At some point, when the time is right, you shall believe when these things come. There's a thing. Bet, you're saying, my wife is faithful, but I don't trust her. Kindly, how can I gain trust on her? Because I always suspect. Now, the problem is not your wife. The problem is you. Here, my brother, you're dealing with traumas from the past. And these traumas are the ones which are making you not trust your woman. You know she's good. Your intuition tells you she's good. She's a likable woman. She's a woman who has kept herself. But the reason why you cannot trust her is because in a past relationship, something happened. Maybe someone cheated on you and you've carried that and you've never healed. So you think that everybody is a suspect. That's the reason why you're still there wondering and asking, maybe this person might be cheating on me. Maybe this person might be doing whatever I'm thinking. Or perhaps you have your own ideas. You want to cheat yourself and you keep on wondering, will I be caught? And then whatever you're doing, you're thinking that the other person is doing the same. You know, one of the things that is so painful is when a thief, when you steal something from a thief, how do you think that thief feels? That's the same thing. I'm not saying you're a thief. I'm just giving an example. This might be one of the things happening. You might have things which you have not healed from the past, or you might be doing that and you're thinking she's also doing the same. Alale, you're saying, what should I do if she refuses to stop her social media exposure? Because I'm not really comfortable. She's exposing herself on social media. So, in simple terms, she's a marketer. You know what she's marketing? Her services. She's marketing her goods. So, if she's not marketing normal goods, if everything is always about her exposing herself, like you've said, cleavage out, butt out, guys, see, I've increased my butt. Guys, sees I've changed my this. Look at me. Look at my skin. Look at ABCD. She's basically doing marketing, and in every marketing there are buyers. So buyers are the ones who are going to say, like, wow, can I come and see that butt lift, please? Can you come? I'm in room 11. I want to see how you have lifted. At the end of the day, those are the buyers. So if she's doing such kind of things, you need to tell her, listen, here is the thing. Let's agree. If you're out to market, then it means you're still looking for more vendors. And if you're looking for more vendors, it means you don't need one. You need more wood for the fire. And if you need more wood for the fire, I don't think this is what I'm looking for. That's the thing. Talk to her straight to the point, look her straight to the eye, tell her, okay, if you're putting this, exposing yourself this way, and we're in a relationship, are we heading somewhere, or are you looking for more men? And if you're looking for more men, then it's okay. I leave you, I leave the way so that you can continue with what you're doing. That's the thing. Let's continue. I love the lady, but she's not giving me attention. And she tells me that nowadays she feels nothing. Bro, run. My brother, run. When she tells you she's feeling nothing, run. There's no relationship there. All right? There's no relationship there. Run, my friend. Yeah? Run. Get out from the way. Because most people do not understand that if she tells you I don't want you, there's no way you can buy that love. Run for your life, my brother. Haka, you're saying, what is success? And how do I know my purpose? Now, success is not having money. Success is not having many children. Success is not marriage. Success is not a good job. Success is not even living a long life. Success is not all those things. Success is doing what you came here to do. You came to this world to fulfill your purpose. And what is purpose? Purpose is the thing inside you that you can do so well, better than everybody else. Do you know that thing that burns inside you that you can do so well than other people? Maybe you can talk better than others. Maybe you can sing better than others. Maybe you can repair something better than others. That is your purpose. And most people realize their purpose too late, when they're already too old. And that's why you find most people who come to discover their purpose too late, time is already gone. and they think that they lived, but they never lived at all. So if you want to actually live your purpose. Focus on the things that you're good in, and that is your true ultimate success. Sultry, you're saying, how do you deal with silent treatment in relationships? If someone goes silent, now I'll give you two sides of silent treatment. When a man goes silent, in most cases, he still cares. He still loves you. But the thing which is happening is he has gone in, he has gone into himself to internalize the thing. When a man stops being silent and he treats you now normally, like you guys have an argument, but he no longer talks about it, he's just happy, he's just okay, he has moved on. When he's silent, he's still internalizing. It means there is emotion. All right. Coming to women, when a woman goes silent, likewise, there's a problem. It means she has stopped fighting. Because when a woman is arguing and making noise, and what she means that she's in high emotion. When she goes silent, it basically means she's tired of the whole relationship. And now she's figuring her way out. This is how men and women react when it comes to silent treatment, right? So you should tell yourself, if someone is on silent treatment and is a man, what should I do? If a man gives you silent treatment, give him peace. Give him a moment whereby he can be emotionally vulnerable. And trust you me, he will open up because he still loves you. Because a man, when he's silent, is internalizing, he's thinking about it. He has not left, he still loves you. But when he just starts speaking normally and everything is fine, he has left. For women, when she's making noise, she's angry, what, you're toxic, you're this, she still loves you. She loves you so bad. That's why she's fighting for it. But when she goes silent, the relationship is over. The relationship is over. Or she's thinking of an exit plan. Helen, how can you deal with someone who always blames you when children do a mistake? How can you deal with someone who always blames you when children do a mistake? Now, when children do a mistake and someone blames you, it means you have a lot of control over the children. And this person kind of feels intimidated by how much power you have over the children. Remember, ladies have a lot of influence to their children. A lot of influence to their children. And that influence can be dangerous both ways. When you're always using the children against the man, or maybe you have influenced the children to also look at the man or look at the father as a dangerous person, a bad person, children will believe that because children don't have their own natural stand. Whatever they believe has to come from the father or the mother. So if the father has no control over the children, he will definitely blame the other end. But if he has control, he will focus on the children and whip them and make sure that they come back to to factory settings. But if he has no control over them, then he's going to blame who? You. Mango, you're saying, my husband is pressuring me to get a child. He's saying he doesn't want to have children when he's old. My dear sister, thank God you have a husband who wants children with you. That means he wants to focus and settle much more, and he focuses and he sees you worthy to be able to carry a seed. Most men don't want that. They just want to enjoy themselves. All right? So when you see he's telling you that I want us to have a child, unless he's just chasing you and since you have said he's my husband, this basically means this is not a guy who just wants sex. This is a man who was already in your life. And if he's looking for having other children, then discuss, talk about it. Why would you not want a child? Because of ABCD, discuss. Otherwise, if you tell him I won't have a child, then you'll have to start dealing with a baby mama, because definitely he's going to have children out of wedlock, because it is what it is. Rachel, he doesn't have time with me, but he has time with ladies, church members. It is because the church members give him a better experience than you. And people go where the experience is good. You will not watch a movie which is boring, will you? You'll put the movie which is interesting, and that is the one that you will watch and enjoy. All right. So he enjoys the church ladies. At least Brother Bernard enjoys the church ladies more than Brother Bernard enjoys your time. Let's continue. Mamayas. Mamayas, you're saying, my husband cheats with relatives 3 times. Should I continue? I'm tired. If he's cheating with relatives, it basically means he doesn't respect you, because that's the ultimate betrayal. Cheating with a relative basically means I don't even look at it as a big deal. I can do whatever I want. So either you fix it or you get out. And fixing it means sit down and discuss and talk and ask him, why is this one happening? Is it because there's something you're trying to punish me for? Is this something that I can change so that we live okay? If there's nothing that is punishing you about, it's just his character, then you're dating the wrong guy. Drop him and bounce. Deck, you're saying, why does he get angry when I ask for something money related? And also, I am always the one checking. He gets angry when you ask him for things which are money related because he doesn't want to give you anything, because he doesn't see the value exchange. Remember, men give as a show of love, right? Men give. mm, Men give as a show of love, all right? And him giving, and the man giving as a show of love, it basically means that if there's no love, then I won't have to give. I don't want to give. Why should I give if I don't feel the love? I don't feel the exchange of emotion. And that's why he will avoid giving you, because love is sacrifice and sacrifice is giving for men. That's the reason why this will happen. So when you see your man doesn't want to spend on you, he doesn't want to give you anything, don't just push and fight and say, oh, you have to give me by fire, by thunder. No, he will give you because he feels you're worth the giving. But if you're not worth the giving, you'll be left there singing hymns, but you'll be alone, right? You'll be alone, my dear sister. Um, Joe, on YouTube, you're saying, Keith are married with 2 children. Whenever we have small arguments, the woman calls her father. We are married with 2 children. Whenever we have small arguments, the woman calls her mother, our father. Now, you have to understand that you're still not in control of the relationship. The relationship is still in control of the father. It has never been moved officially to you. So what you do is this: whenever you guys argue and she calls her father, you keep quiet. Let her go to the father, and let them discuss about whatever they discuss. And when they call you, don't come. Disappear into the thin air. Give them time. The moment they realize that you have set your own boundaries, that is the moment that she will now realize there's another man in charge. Otherwise, the more you keep on negotiating with the father, that father is the one in control of the relationship. You have to show them, you know what? At the end of the day, you have to show them at the end of the day, I'm in charge. I'm in charge. I am the man. I am the man. Otherwise, it is the father who is going to be in charge. After that, the pastor. After that, the neighbor. After that, other people. You'll never be in charge of your own woman. So give them a blackout and keep quiet. Assume that she doesn't exist whenever this happens, and watch the fruits. Phone calls will be coming left, right, and center from heaven and earth asking you, what's up? I just tell them I'm doing good. Susie, what about boyfriends who keep on asking for money from their girlfriends? Boyfriends asking money from their girlfriends. These are toy boys. The reason why you're dating a toy boy is because you refuse dating a serious man. And when you refuse dating a serious man because you don't want a man who will take charge of the relationship, then you end up dating a toy boy. So when you date a toy boy, you have to pay the toy boy. And if you don't pay the toy boy, then he bounces because now you are the man. That's the reason. All right. So if you are the man, what do you expect? Pay for the services. All right. So if you date a man who will listen to whatever information that you want. I want a man that I can control, who can worship the ground that I walk on. You're going to date toy boys, all right? Ben 10s. And these are the Ben 10s you have to pay for the rest of your life. But a serious man who knows what he's doing, you'll have to adhere to his rules. If you can't adhere to his rules, then continue dating your Ben 10s, all right? Somebody's saying, this girl on YouTube, you're saying the man who wants a virgin should first be a virgin. No, it doesn't work like that. For a master key to open padlocks, it doesn't have to only have opened one padlock. Makes no sense. Let me tell you, a man needs to be focused. And a focused man is not a cheater. I'm not advocating for cheating or sleeping around. That's not the thing. But remember, men, they are born with zero value. So what do? They work for their value. They increase their value over time. The value of men keeps on increasing with age. The ability to produce, the ability to think, the ability to provide, and so much. That's why you see life begins at 40. Not for women, but for men. At 40 years, he has started thinking. He's now a CEO, a director. That's where high value men are. But for women, they are born with a value. So what she does is to protect the value, all right? The innocence, the beauty, the youthfulness. She has to protect this value. And that's why you see, when she's young, you can't even tame her. She's left, right, and center. Beauty is flowing everywhere. But that's the moment that most women waste themselves. They think that this value is going to stay for the rest of our life. You fool yourself by telling yourself, men will always chase after me. No, they won't chase you. Wait until you hit 30, 35. The graph starts going down. The calls start going down. By the time you hit 40, the only person who calls you is probably your mom. By the time you hit 45 and you're broke, even your mother doesn't call you. Nobody calls you. Now you're alone. That's how it works. Most men after 35, when they look at a lady 35 and above, they always think that you must be married. And if you're not married or you don't have a man, then it means there's something wrong with you, and I don't want to be in your problem as well, right? That's the thing. So at the end of the day, the more you stay and the more you say, let me build myself first, let me do this and do this and do this and do that, the more you're waiting for your value to continue going down. That's why you see ladies who are married at good age, between 25 years and 30 years, ladies who are married around that time, relationships are always wonderful, magical. Why? Because they are married at their highest value, less baggage, less hassle, less hurdles. But of course, as the years go by, these ladies are starting now to get so much. The innocence is going. They have seen dust in so many relationships. They can hardly love anyone. They don't produce any emotion that a man would be looking for. Probably they have been in a couple of heartbreaks, maybe a couple of children in the line and all that. So a man looks at it and says, here, I don't think there's any remaining emotion for me. There's no remaining emotion for me. So that's why you see most men, especially men who know, who have started gaining their value, they start focusing on the high value women. And the high value women are the younger ones, all right? The younger ones. That's why you see when a lady grows older and older, the older she gets, the heavier the makeup, the heavier the anger. Whenever anything about beauty is spoken about, she's very angry, very argumentative. You can't say this, I am a woman, I am this. They will always bring out a lot of stories, and they gang up together against everybody who tries to tell them the truth. They will gang up and say, no, you can't tell us the truth. Tell us what our itching ears want to hear. Because if you tell us this truth, you're making us feel bad, and we don't want this truth. But those who know the truth sets them free, right? But those who just want to stay there and assume that in my age I can And that's why I tell people anybody can get married. It all depends with your attitude. Everybody can have a good relationship. It all depends with your attitude. If your attitude is boring or bad, or you're always in defense mode, trust you me, you will be defensive for the rest of your life. Anybody can get anybody. I've seen even ladies with 3, 4, 5 children getting married at 50, 55, 60 years, and they live happy ever after. It all depends with attitude. Attitude is the key. If you have attitude of learning, you shall be saved. If you have an attitude of I know it all, trust you me, you will remain there. You'll never know the truth, and the truth will never set you free. And that's the problem with today's modern women. They never want to hear anything. They're always right. Now, what does what does it mean when he says he values friendship more than relationship while he is in the relationship and in love? Puri on YouTube, I didn't get that point. Okay, you wrote it down here again. What does it mean when a man says he values friendship more than relationship while he's in the relationship and in love as well? He values friendship more than relationship. Now, I think that's common sense because there is no relationship without friendship. There's no relationship without friendship. And when a man says, I value friendship more than a relationship, he's basically meaning that there's no way I'm going to be in a relationship with you and we are not friends. What is a relationship in the first place? You have friends who you're in a relationship with, general friends. Your workmates that you have a relationship with. Can you work with an enemy? Even at work, you need to be friends. Even for you to be neighbors, you need to be friends. Do you know you cannot live with a neighbor who you hate? You are probably going to move out from that area. Why? Because friendship is an integral part when it comes to these things. All right. So when he says he values friendship, he's basically meaning I don't enjoy the experience. He's saying I don't enjoy the experience. Please, if it is possible, can we be able to reframe this and become friends? Because I want to experience the full dose of the same. All right. This girl Sylvia on YouTube, you're saying, should we blame the ladies for loving money and stuff when at first it's the men who showcase their status to the ladies? Can men just be real from the word go, or is it in their nature to fake? Now, it's a win-win situation here. Most men fake it nowadays because the society, it's all about fakeness. The whole society is full of fake people. Men are faking how much money they have. Women are faking how beautiful they are. Yet is layers of makeup. Yet is for men. Yet is car hires and Airbnbs. Everybody is faking. People are lying to each other, and that's why we have. After you fake that you have a big house and a big car, then the lady sees how you're throwing bottles in the bar and she falls in love by how the lifestyle you're showing. Then now she marries you or comes to be with you based on this. Then you as well, she was faking. She had layers and layers of makeup and lied to you how she has principles and character and everything. And later to discover that she has slept with everybody in your apartment building. So both of you feel cheated. But at the end of the day, because of you, both of you have discovered you have cheated each other. Instead of repairing and telling yourselves, guys, I think I've lied to you, you have lied to me. So can we live on truth? What do? They start blaming each other. You start blaming each other. It is you. You're the one who is cheating on me. You're the one who told me this. And the other one, you're the one who told me this. You told me this. So people start blaming each other instead of repairing each other. And this is the main problem we have nowadays. This is a problem we've got these days. People fighting over things that they promised each other while they were drunk, while they were faking and stuff like that. And that's why relationships are not working. So should we blame the ladies? No, blame the system. Should we blame the men? No, blame the system. Blame the society and modernization. But of course, people also have a part to play because there are still good people out there. I still believe there are good people out there. There are still clean men out there. There are still clean women out there who don't play games. That's for sure. It's never 100%. But of course, a big chunk of men and big chunk of women are playing games. But there are still good people out there who don't play games, who are really serious with what they are talking about and don't want to make things work out well. Right? Somebody on Facebook, Ben Brian, you're saying kids are married for 5 years. We have uh, one kind amiss. Oh, we have one kid. Okay. Um, a misunderstanding happened. Okay, now I understand. Ben Brian, you're saying kids are married for 5 years. We have one kid. I don't call them kids. I call them children. Right? A kid is a young one of a goat. We have children, and we have one child. A misunderstanding happened, and she left my house. Now she wants me to support the child. Should I do? I love my child so much. You have to understand one thing. Loving your child is one thing, but also living in truth is another thing. Many ladies, they know that men love their children, and it is true. Men love their children deeply. Why? Because children produce an emotion that probably even the wife might not produce. But the thing which you need to do is first discuss with this lady of yours. If she can be able to hear some sense, talk to her and tell her, listen, even though our relationship did not work out, we can cooperate in a way that is amicable for me and for you. Let's see how it works out. And please, I talk to you and I tell you with all humility, let's see how it works out, and do not allow this to mess up the life of our child. First, use diplomacy. If she tells you that you cannot see the child and starts using the child, making sure that she turns the child against you and things like that for her own advantage, give them a blackout. Do not provide, do not give anything, don't share any money, don't send anything, and keep quiet. What will this happen? What will happen in this case? Many ladies, when you keep on chasing after them, especially when they are giving you negative energy, they will hate you the more. But when you focus on yourself and you grow yourself, forget about them, grow, become better, improve yourself. Trust you me, ladies love power. Ladies love power. And the moment you start growing, now she'll start seeing the advantage. You'll even hear her saying to her child, oh, that's your father, the one you're watching there on the TV, your father. Let me tell you, ladies will always chase after the man who has made it. One of the reasons why a lady will drop you and go away is because probably you chase after her so much, you gave her the full you gave her the full value in terms of you never focused on your purpose. You made her the purpose of your life. And I know too much love is disastrous. Too much love is disastrous. It does it hurts more than it can help. And that's why you see most ladies are in distress. They cannot really figure out what happens. That's the thing. But if she's diplomatic enough for you guys to be able to discuss, all right, and agree that, hey, things have happened between us, and is there a way that we can be able to solve this and just make sure that our child grows in a good way, then there you can take care. But if she uses the child against you, the only way is to give her a blackout and forget if she ever exists. Now we have Sammy here. Sammy, you're saying, what do men get from marriage, especially when it comes to the divorce steps? It's so sad that there are so many divorce cases nowadays. So many. And according to statistics, 80% of divorce cases they are filed by women. So sad. So sad. Like, I really wonder why so many women today. Go on the statistics, go and read them. These are not my words. Many relationships today, the one who goes to the court and says, I don't want this marriage, 80% are women. Actually, when a man goes and says, I want to file for a divorce, the lawyers, they'll first try to advise him and tell him, oh, but when they see a lady, they are quickly to go and do it, because at the end of the day, it is the norm nowadays. Why? It is because ladies are fighting for resources and men are fighting for love. Yep, that's the thing. You might be thinking that, oh, she loves me. She's basically fighting for resources. What do men gain from marriage? Now, men in marriage, the only thing major which they gain is emotional satisfaction if you're with the right woman. Emotional satisfaction, physical and spiritual, if you're with the right woman. But if you're not with the right woman, bro, you never see the light of the day. You will never see the light of the day. It will be hell on earth. If your woman does not desire you, she does not feel you, bro, you'll understand how it feels to live in hell. You will give for the rest of your life, but you will never, ever, ever enjoy anything. That's why I tell men, when you're finding someone to get married to, please, if there's no other option, make sure you marry someone who is kind. If there's no other option, if there's no other woman left in your bucket list, look for the one who is kind, because you will need that kindness at some point. Look for someone who is kind. Many ladies are never kind. They will eat you raw. They will look at you right on the face in the courtroom and tell you, I want 50-50. I want 50-50, and then add on top 25% alimony. And then after that, add this and that. By the time you realize you have everything you worked for, everything you lived for, she has taken without mercy. Without mercy. Without blinking, my friend. Without blinking. Without blinking. That's how it works. That's how it is. And I'm sure sometimes you can look at this and you say to yourself, but we love each other. If somebody loves you, it will have no attachment to material. Material will come. And when I talk about materials, money, things and stuff like that, they'll come as an add-on. It will come as an add-on, right? But if everything you talk about is always material things, then that relationship is heading where? To the bushes. So the thing that you gain is emotional satisfaction. That is what men gain. Emotional satisfaction if you're with the right woman. But if you're not with the right woman, there's nothing. What do women gain from marriage? Women gain safety and protection for the future. Safety and protection and a good future. That is what women gain. They don't gain emotional satisfaction per se, because women are emotional in nature, right? They're emotional in nature. They enjoy being emotional to themselves, all right? So it's a win-win, but for men is emotion, for women is a future. You understand? Sustenance, you're saying, can a whole husband forgive a wife for cheating? Well, this is a hard nut to crack, because can a husband forgive a wife for cheating? Now, let me explain something here which you need to understand. There's no lady who wakes up to cheat without having invested emotions. Ladies don't just wake up and sleep with a man unless she was taken advantage of. If she was taken advantage of, like for example, someone came and lured her into something that she did not want, that is understandable. You can look at the circumstances and say, okay, how was it like, and blah blah blah, and you can say, okay, for the sake of this, it is okay, I can forgive and focus, especially if there is no repeat pattern. But for a lady to be able to be with a man, to open her legs for a man, she must have put her emotions, taken time to look at this man, to investigate him, to feel him, and to decide. And that's why it hurts so much. Why? Because cheating for women is a decision. It's a decision. It's not by luck. Let me explain the same for men. And why I usually say it's a little bit different when it comes to men. I'm not advocating for men to cheat, but I just want to give you the clear dynamics. You can take this message with a pinch of salt, or you can take it however you want to take it. Men cheat because of opportunity. Men cheat based on opportunity. You went somewhere, an opportunity gave itself, and here you are, and probably you're a man of fewer principles, and one thing leads to the other. Boom, you find yourself. Men also cheat as a way of looking for validation. Do you know men can cheat just because you want to prove to other, to your peers, hey, you know what, hey, that lady, hey, what happened? Those are the things. But men don't choose. They may not cheat based on decision. Of course, decision might be there, but most men cheat because of opportunity has presented itself. They want to validate themselves over this and that. And this is the reason why, if you look at many red light districts, Koinange Street, look at even in all over the world, in Thailand, in wherever, Amsterdam, we have those red light districts everywhere in the whole world. When there are red light districts, who do you find on the streets? It is women. Why? Because a man will come, choose, sleep with you, and bounce. And tomorrow he will not even remember if he did sleep with anyone. It's never a matter of a decision, it's a matter of an opportunity and desire. But for ladies, if this was true, then men will be lining up in the streets. And then ladies just coming in and choosing the ones. But every man that a lady sleeps with, she has a part of her that falls in love with that man. Why? Because scientifically, every man who sleeps with a woman, there is his DNA which is left in that lady. Men are givers, women are receivers. Every man that you've slept with, there is a part of his DNA left in you, and it will forever be in you, and it travels all the way to the brain. It travels all over in your body. That's scientific. Go and do your own research. See the difference. So when you say that, can a husband forgive a wife for cheating? You have to make this decision based on this type of understanding. That there is a choice made, there is a decision made. The cheating is not always mistake, there is a choice. Unless she was taken advantage of, there is a choice. And that's why you see men don't forgive cheating. Why? Because cheating is basically a choice when it comes to women, right? What if she cheats with her ex? All of those are choices. She's made a choice to go back to the ex. What if the husband is far away? Don't justify it because you want to cheat. If you want to cheat, go and cheat. The body is yours. All right? If you want to cheat, the body is yours. Use it as you want. What do you do with a narcissist husband? Now, most men who are narcissistic, there are two types of those kind of men. I don't want to talk about the actual types of narcissists. There's covert narcissist and all that. I don't want to talk about that. Let me just give you the general look of narcissism. Now, a man can be a narcissist because he has underlying traumas. that he has carried over. And you get married to this person thinking that you're going to heal him, and he doesn't heal, he remains there. So if he remains there, one of the things you're going to understand is that this man cannot change. The only way is to get out. Number two, he could also be having these narcissistic characters because something is triggering him in the current moment. Maybe his personal situations, maybe situations between you and him, and things like that. But generally, when a man falls in love and is in love and is okay, and all things, systems are checked very well, the only thing which can make a man technically to look like he's a narcissist is if you want to control him and he doesn't want the control. Because it all starts with a lady saying this man is toxic. The toxicity is baptized into narcissism. And why do most ladies say that this man is toxic? Is because he cannot agree to my demands. All right. And if he does not agree to your demands, what do? You call him toxic, then you baptize him narcissist. I'm not saying that there are no natural narcissists. They are there who have come with this narcissism from their background, where they came from. That was their character. And that's why in choosing, make sure you choose a person who is healed first. Otherwise, if you choose someone who has not healed, you might date someone who has been beaten by life. And if they are beaten by life, then at the end of the day, you'll have a lot to lose in the long run. You'll have a lot to lose in the long run. My wife is 60 and I'm 25. Is it okay? Okay, Stanley. Your wife is 60 years and you're 25 years. Okay. You need advice, or do you want us to just joke? Because you already know the answer. You already know the answer. Your wife is 60, then you're 25 years. That's not your wife. That's just someone that you're living together and you're helping her in the last days. At least you can scratch her back when it becomes itchy. And then she pays you with a little bit of money and you survive. There's no love in such cases. I'm sure you saw there was a trending story back in, I think, 2000 something, 204 or something. No, it's not 204. I think 2014, somewhere there. I don't remember, of this famous Mbogo and Wamboi story here in Kenya, whereby some guy was a young fella and an old madam. And it was the first public case where everybody was like, eh, you mean this lady has been married to this guy who is very young? It was such a case, maybe 60 and 25. And it was in the public domain. So I'm speaking something which is open. And this man knew that, oh, yeah, it will work, and blah, 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 blah. But of course, he knew that the lady will pass on at some point. And when she passed on, what happened to this man? Long story short, the children of this lady took over everything and kicked out the toy boy. And that is what happens. So here, Stanley, don't expect that you will pick anything. When her time is up, because definitely she's older than you and she may leave first unless unnatural circumstances, whatever you're waiting for, you might not get it. Yep. Whatever you're waiting, you might not get it. And these are caution to most of the men who you're just a hardworking man, you have everything, and you go and date someone way older than you. For God's sake. Others, they even saying, I don't want to get children. Oh, I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied. I'm okay. I know I love this person. It doesn't matter. We are built together. And she convinces you. She actually convinces you to this story. I look at such kind of people and I worry for them. Because The same people now are encouraging you or telling you whatever, they'll be laughing at you. And yes, you might enjoy for a little while, but later on, you're going to find that you actually wasted your energy. You do all these things, you work hard, you do your businesses, probably you do farming, probably you do business and whatever. She might support you, she might be with you, but a time will come that you shall be left alone. And while other men are busy celebrating their later years, that's the time that you will just be asking, um, what happened? You just be there, wondering what's up with my life, wondering what's up with my life. Because you thought probably you're punishing us. You're not punishing anybody, you're punishing yourself. I know love can be sweet, and older women, yeah, they can actually give you a ride for your time because they know where to press. They know where to press. They can, and they are very mature. They know what to do. So if you're not wise as a man, if you're not wise as a man, you're going to give out your hey days, your good years, and throw them to the wind. Throw them purely to the wind. The days that you could have worked harder, gotten your own life, enjoyed life with with the woman of your youth. Yeah, even the Bible says, enjoy with the wife of your youth, not the grandmother of your old time. Makes no sense, man. Let's grow up for real, grow up for real. Because most men today, this is where they have turned to. This is what they have turned to. Everybody wants to live a soft life. But for how long are you going to live a soft life? While other men are busy creating their minds to think and building their, you know, family's future. If you're saying I don't want to get married because I have a goal and zeal like Jesus just decided, my case is about dying for people. Apostle Paul said my case is about preaching. That makes sense. But for you, getting married to some person who has already hit menopause makes no sense. Absolutely. It's a senseless world. Yeah? You're the last born in your own family. And the same thing also reverts to women. You're a girl in your 22, 25. You get married to a man in 60 years. For God's sake. You are just an upcoming single mother. Upcoming single mother. You're waiting to get your crown. For God's sake, you're waiting to get your crown. Hmm? Upcoming. Well, just wait and see. Oh, I want this guy, he has money, he's good. Look at him. Eh? Look at how he spoils me. You're waiting for him to die. Once he dies, now you look for the right man and you'll never find him. Let every person date according to their age. I always tell people, if the person you're dating, you have a difference of more than 10 years, you're dating something else. Whether a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. Up or down. If there's a difference of more than 10 years, wait for a movie. Eh? Your therapist will have to come from WHO. Eh? The guys who will be talking to you, it will be Keith Muoki, please pick a private jet. Come right now. The dust which will hit on you is still doing press ups. Hmm? Yeah, it is what it is. Date your age. Date your age. And men, those who want soft life, go and read the story of Wamboy and Bogwa and many other stories. At least they will make your day. Okay? Make your day. Is Joy saying, is it right for your partner to talk to you anyhow if he is upset? Nope. But the reason why you see he's talking to you anyhow is because probably both of you, you see, like recognizes like, real recognizes real. Both of you like arguing. Or probably he's talking to you anyhow because he has lost interest with you. He has lost the energy. He feels like there's nothing we can speak logically. So now let's shout. Ah, ah, how are you? Hey, no, no, noise making. That happens a lot when both of you cannot agree to each other. There'll always be noise. But true, good, healthy relationships, noise is not a thing. Mwangi, you're saying, how can I detach emotionally because I'm losing myself? Remember how you started the relationship. That is the same way you end it. Let me ask you, Mr. Mwangi. Um, how many ladies have you seen on the streets, beautiful, good looking, but you have never fallen in love with them? So many. What made you fall in love with this woman? You gave her attention. You focused on this attention. You looked at her. She was amongst many ladies. You focused on her. You gave her attention until that attention became an emotion, right? And that emotion became the love that you have for her. So when you want to detach, the same procedure is reversed. You focus on yourself and you tell yourself, now I'm no longer on her. You give yourself attention until she fades out in the masses. That's the thing. That's how you deal with it, right? Uh-huh. Uh, how fast, top grade on YouTube, you're asking, how fast should a man move on to the next relationship? How fast should a man move on to the next relationship? Now, let me tell you something, top grade. Moving on is not the issue, but moving out to where? You see, you just don't jump and say, "Hey, is there any other girl willing to be married? Hey, please, hey, me? Okay, come. From today, you're my wife." Eh? It doesn't work like that. You must align. You must align. For two to work together, they must agree. They must do what? Agree. So don't just pick anybody from the street and say, I want to move on. No, take time. There are two things you can never look for. They will come to you at their own time. Do you know the two things? Two things. Tell me in the comments. Two things that you can never look for. They will come in their own time. Do you know the things? Please tell me if you know them. Ah, love and death. Thank you so much. Love and death. Love will come at its own time. All you need to do is continue doing whatever you do, focus. The person you'll ever fall in love, probably they're just next to you. Probably it's just a neighbor next door. Probably it's just someone where you work, where you buy oranges, where you go to the supermarket. You don't wake up and say, I'm going to look for love. Neither do you go looking for death. It will come at its own time. Whether you jump and say, let me go and hide in the mountains of Himalayas so that death will not come to me, it will come right there. You don't need to chase it. You understand? This is the thing, my friends. You need to be wise. All right? So don't move on, jump into another relationship. Position yourself, be good, focus on working on yourself, focus on improving yourself, and keep your eyes wide open. All right. Um, Somebody's saying, and this girl Sylvia, okay, Morgan, our whole problem right now is a system that is running us. I really understand, ladies. They don't know. They go within. Imagine y'all realizing that you're Mutubomba. Okay, I think that's a comment. Alois on YouTube, but I'm on YouTube as well. For those who are new, they don't know that I have a YouTube. It's called Keith Muoki Official. So check it out. I'm live there as well, and you can always check it out as well. It's saying women are magnets and men are electricity. Yeah, that's a good explanation. Hmm. Now, Charles, here you're saying on Facebook, and my Facebook is Keith Muoki Coaching. My girlfriend had a very unhappy, traumatized childhood. Can this affect her relationship with a man? Please advise. It's critical for me. Yeah. Unhappy, traumatized childhood. Yes. Your past will definitely affect your future, especially if there was trauma involved. And this is the reason why, if, for example, a lady was raised with a father who abandoned them when they were young, and she was raised by a single mother, she's more likely in a relationship now, a mature relationship, to be very clingy and controlling. Why? Because she's afraid of being abandoned by you. And that's why you see many ladies who are very clingy, very controlling. Where are you? What are you doing? Look at them. They had probably a messed up background. Either the parents were always fighting, either raised by a single parent, either one parent was never present as much, and things like that. So you'll find because of this, they never experienced love. So they want to hold on to this love that they have, lest it departs away from them. And that's the reason why it does happen this way. All right. So past is very, very important. All right. Mm, huh. All right. Somebody's saying here, Rachel, you're saying, what's wrong with a man who keeps on changing? This week is good and romantic. The next week is very cold and quiet. It's draining. It means both of you don't have vulnerability. All right. Vulnerability is lacking in that relationship. This is why you will never be able to know what they are talking about. Both of you are playing puppets. Playing puppets is you're wearing a mask. He has never really fully opened to you, and maybe you've never fully opened to him, because vulnerability is a two-way traffic. And when it's not there, you will never understand the person. One minute they're good, the other minute they're just silent. One minute they're like this, the other minute they're like this. So you'll always wonder why, what is happening. This is why it does happen in this way. Mhm. Okay, these ones are common. Let me see a couple of other questions. What about a boyfriend who gets angry when you don't accept to have children out of wedlock and is not willing to commit? A boyfriend who gets angry when you don't accept to have children out of wedlock yet is not willing to commit. That's a red flag. My sister, run. Run. Wear your running boots and run. He wants you to have children out of wedlock. He doesn't want to commit. Why? Why? But listen, also something here. It also depends on what you mean by commitment. You see, marriage is not a ring on the finger. Marriage is not a wedding dress. Marriage is not a ceremony and calling people from the village in buses and lorries. That is not marriage. Do you know there are people, if you are living with this man, it means both of you probably are already sleeping with each other. That's why you're talking about children. You have already slept with him, definitely, in this case. So it means probably you guys are living together. And if you're living together and maybe you've stayed for some time and already The man has taken over responsibilities and you have taken over responsibilities of a wife. Both of you are already married. Marriage is a commitment of the mind, emotion, and the body. Those are the three things which marry: the mind, emotion, and the body. Right? And many people, they think, and especially ladies, you kind of think, until I have this man goes down to his knee, proposes to me, gives me a diamond ring or a rock on my finger, he has not started showing commitment. I tell men, and take this with a pinch of salt, if you start your marriage on the knee, you will continue being on the knee for the rest of your life. Men should not kneel down and start begging on the first day. That is not marriage. I tell people, please, men, today's men are sissified. No wonder you're always in court cases trying to talk about, divorce. Show me where your father and your grandfather was kneeling, asking your grandmother to marry him. Show me where. Show me a photo of your grandmother kneeling down. One. You see, when these things started happening, will you marry me, please? Take me. The moment you turned the power from you and you gave it to her, please choose me. Who is supposed to choose the other? For God's sake, who is supposed to choose the other? Is it the man or the woman? Please choose me. Please. And no wonder when you see those videos of people trying to propose in malls, and then she slaps you and she runs away, and then and then people start hugging you. You need more slaps. You need more on both cheeks. I think that's why Jesus said, when they slap you on this cheek, turn the other one. It was for people like those who keep on kneeling on malls. Hey, will you marry me? How? The first time I checked, I went to a wedding and I saw Mary wed Joseph. I was like, is it a confusion? It should be Joseph marrying, wedding Mary. But why is it Mary wedding Joseph? And that's why the rules were changed. That's why the rules were changed. And now it's become a sissified kind of society. Totally sissified society, where men have become beggars from the first day. And you will beg for the rest of your life. Continue begging. Most of this kneeling, thank you, Brian, it was promoted by diamond sellers in movies. These fellas just wanted to sell their diamonds. Yes, that's why they say, oh, must give her a diamond, give her a rock on the finger, just to sell this business. It's all business. A real man does not go on his knees. He stands up and says what he wants to say. That's how it is. A man should not be kneeling there. You see, even according to culture, this part of the man is where the wisdom is. Should not be like this before a lady trying to kneel. You understand? It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. So be wise. Be wise. Totally be wise. Be wise. My brothers, be wise. And marriage is a decision that you have made between you and your woman. It has nothing to do with other people completely. You might say, oh, but the pastor needs to be there. The pastor is just there as a ceremonial if you want to. It's not a must that he be there. Even your parents, it's not a must that they be there. Did you see the wedding who was it? Cristiano Ronaldo, the one that he did. Did you see lorries and buses coming from the village? It was just him and the wife and the children. I think that's, no wonder he's a star. He knew The only time I commit is when she has like 3 or 4 children. Eh? Well, I'm not saying that's the kind of thing that you should do, but of course, he was already married. He was just, warming up things. That's the thing, because marriage is a decision. Marriage is a decision. It's not a ceremony. It's a decision. And this is the reason why you see most people have stayed in relationship whereby they are married, but technically they think that they are not. Right? And you keep on pressuring your man. Oh, you must do this. You have never committed. Just know you're married. At the end of the day, live like a wife. Let him live like a husband. Continue with your life. As long as you guys have started sharing one duvet, one blanket, you have started sharing. And the lady is there cooking and the man is there paying rent for both of you. You fellas are married. You've made a decision. That's how it works. Everything else is just an event. My friends, do not begin these marriages of yours in debts. Like you have to go and you see somebody earns 50K. You want to do a wedding of 1 million. How now? How? Make it make sense. You see, I have to make sure that my lady will feel good on that day. Bro, you're dating a liability. That's a total liability that you'll be dating on that day. Wait until the day comes in. Look at our forefathers. Did they start their lives in debt? No. They started in wisdom. But today, you have started marriage. 1 million for arranging wedding. 500K or 300K for honeymoon and other AOBs. And you start paying loans. I watched a video by Dennis Okari. And he was talking about why he really regrets having taken a... Is it Dennis Okari? I don't know if it's him. Forgive me. I don't know. It's Alan Namo or Okari. Please, guys, you can remind me. And apologies if it's not him. There's one of those guys who said that he started on a debt loan. And even though things went okay, but it really had a toll on him. For those who have checked that, is Alan Namo? Maybe, I don't know. You can check out either of the two gentlemen. He was just giving a story. It doesn't mean that he was just like trying to tell people, guys, wake up. Don't start your life with loans, especially when you're getting into a new relationship. It can be very disastrous. And most men do not understand this, and some learn it very late. So you need to be wise. You need to be wise. All right? Still, I don't know it's still or who. This person is saying, why does my boyfriend only want to meet me in hotel rooms? Should we tell her? Should you tell her the truth? Because he wants to whip you. You're a salad. Yeah? He wants to whip you, but then at the end of the day, he doesn't want commitment. You're going there for the whips. Please, my dear sister, this is the thing. He only takes you to hotel rooms because at the end of the day, that is how he takes you. You've been with this man for years and months and whatever. You've never known his place. But you know every Airbnb. Okay. It is what it is. Eh? Continue supplying electricity. Eh? Continue supplying what? Electricity to this brother of ours. And after he finishes up with you, he goes and marries the love of his life. Then you're left there. Noli, What if a husband acts like a toy boy because the wife earns more than him? Husband acts like a toy boy. Now, the only reason why a man will act like a toy boy is when he has no control of that relationship. Every man wants to behave like a lion when it comes to his wife and his woman. He wants to be in charge. Men show love by giving. But when you see a man is enjoying being given, he probably doesn't love you or he has fallen out of love. Two things. And if you make more and he loves you, probably he will ask you, how can I fix myself? Can you give me a few ideas here and there? Maybe I build myself. He'll have that zeal to want to give and be the man in control. But if the man, in this sense, he just relaxed for you to give him, high probability he has fallen out of love. That's the thing. Let me read maybe two more questions here as I wind up. 22 is 10.
Yeah.
Oh, we already passed 10. These stories are so interesting. Sometimes I forget that it's already past 10. But anyway, it is what it is. What if he wants us to meet at my place only? Same case. He wants to chew you with no, he wants to chew you and chew you, but there is no liability. There is no, what is it called? Responsibility. That's the reason. This side is 2142. Somebody saying that side. Okay, you're in diaspora. That's okay, cool. And by the way, guys, just a reminder, remember, for those who are in the UK, London, I'm coming. Start preparing yourself. I always like to give earlier, so that people can start preparing themselves. I'll be in London on the November 27th, and the next weekend I'll be in Birmingham. I'll also be at Manchester. I'll be at Leicester as well. I think I've gotten the lists with me and the organizers as well have been giving me the list, so I'll give you the venues very soon. So if you're in the UK, I can't wait to see you on the UK. Good morning. Sex before marriage or after? Of course, dudes, come on, be realistic. If you do it before marriage, you'll get tired and you'll not even start the whole thing, all right? Chep, how much do you charge for one-on-one sessions? All right, Chep is asking this. So my one-on-one coaching sessions, I charge $40 for an hour or 5,000 Kenyan shillings. And for half an hour is $25 or 3,000 Kenyan shillings. And as well, I have a monthly package. If your problems are many and you want to not only just do a one-on-one coaching for once, you want to do it over and over, we'll always be talking anytime, unlimited. I have a package for that during my working hours. That is 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. East African time, Monday to Friday. That is 25,000 in a month, all right, or $200. If you want all time at night at 3 a.m. at night, Keith, what's up? She has beaten me again. If you want it 24 hours, then it's 50,000 per month, which is $400. All right. So it depends with you and your nature of your troubles. So if you need you have bigger troubles, bigger money. If you have smaller troubles, smaller money. That is the thing. The link is on my bio. All right. I do my coaching session on WhatsApp as video, audio on Google Meet or on Zoom. All right. Any other query? Let's finish up here. Let's finish up. Today has been interesting. Sometimes I like to be straight to the point. Uh, Bronington, are you coming? I don't know where is Bronington. Remember, I'm a Kenya. Huh? I don't know. Is it in the UK? Uh-huh. Will you come to South Africa? Yes, I'm waiting for you guys to be easy on us. Have you been easy on everybody? I can reach there. You tell me, Keith Muoki, go back. Mr. Man on the bushes. My team, bro, pick my bags. But you guys, you're wonderful. I love South Africans. Yeah, I'll come. But I think now you're okay with us, okay? Okay with us. Oh, Bonington is in UK, Canada, yes. Uganda, my people of Uganda, I've been promising Uganda to come. And you guys, you need to prepare something for Uganda. Yes, soon and very soon, I'm coming. I have to eat matoke. God bless you. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. Fakat, you're saying in South Africa, we love you. Thank you. I love you back. I love you back. I know things have to happen. People have to go back and things have to happen. Wait until things settle down. I'll be right there. I'll be there. I'll be there. Live sessions in Nairobi, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Amazing, amazing. So, guys, it's been a wonderful, wonderful time. I've enjoyed this moment. For those who have brushed their shoulders, I know today I was a bit harsh. It was just a harsh day. Harsh Wednesday. We call it harsh, not the one for Catholics. Harsh. So just relax, have your day. God bless you. Let's keep on learning. And I can't wait to see you again next week for another live moment. And we get to talk and have a good time. Let's keep on learning. Let's keep on becoming better. And we will enjoy life. Life is for the living. Remember, life is about experience. All right? Life is about experience. So enjoy as much experience as possible. Life is not about accumulating of things and money. It's about how much experience you have. And this you will know the day you're on your deathbed. The day you're seated there, the only thing which you remember is the memories you've made. So make memories. Make memories, my friends. Enjoy your time and feel good. And if you want to speak to me personally, the link is on my bio. Book a private coaching with me. And definitely I will help you become the best version of yourself. Let's finish up with a word of affirmation like we always do, so that we can be able to always become better. I am what I say I am. I'm a magnet for true abundance and success. I'm always in the right place at the right time. Opportunities come to me easily and effortlessly. I do not struggle to find love. Everything in my life is unfolding perfectly for my highest good. I am deeply grateful for everything I have and for all that is on the way to me. I am here for a greater purpose, and every day I grow into the best version of myself. God bless you, brothers and sisters. Have a beautiful time. Say hi to your people. Catch up soon next week, Tuesday and Wednesday, 8 p.m. East African time. I'll be here to enjoy the time with you guys and to have a beautiful, beautiful, wonderful moment again.